course, have many challenges because a lot of their infrastructure is very old. It needs to be renewed. The second big challenge they have is that their whole network and ecosystem is built around centralized power, and it is not around distributed power, and definitely not around variable power. It's much more oriented towards base load, and their personnel also is much more oriented towards the more centralized base load kind of power that we've had. Now, this kind of a decentralized variable power that is now getting injected into the grid, brings with it many challenges. It brings with it the challenges of being able to upgrade your distribution network to be able to take advantage of the new energy systems. It also comes with the challenges of involving consumers, because consumers are becoming producers of energy as well. And it also comes with the challenge of looking at the many industries that are also putting in large or small installations of renewable energy that can complement whatever comes from the grid. So it's bringing all these elements together, and on top of it, being able to invest and upgrade their own infrastructure, the grid infrastructure, plus the capacities of their personnel to be able to deal with this very new kind of landscape is a very major challenge. Definitely finance, and how do you make sure that you get low cost finance, but also the quantum of finance you're looking for is really a challenge for most of the utilities. I think this is a very important conference, not just because it focuses on utilities, but because the whole narrative that has been around. First, in the beginning of this decade, it was much more the political narrative that was important, because you needed the political leaders to set targets for their countries and for the world as to how we want to move into energy transition. Now, in the mid of this decade, we are coming to a place where the focus is on action, the focus is on implementation, and that's where utilities really occupy the prime space. So having them come together at this World Utilities Conference, I think is very important, because it gives them a place to dialogue, not just amongst themselves, not just with technology providers, current technology providers, the technology providers of the future, but also interface with governments, with a more global thinking on how their peers are actually thinking of moving forward. So that's a very important platform, because it kind of sets your aspirations to where you want to be in the next 5 years much better in a global landscape, rather than just doing it nationally.